while Anthea, Richie and Kimberly hit the bottom. And joined Steve on the jump. And a fall from Kim sent her crashing out.
I'm so frustrated!
Tonight, it's the semi-final.
Bring it on, Redgrave.
Anytime, mate.
Double the drama, double the danger.
Holy sh**.
First, the fastest sport on snow. Speed ski. Get your head down and go.
Stop! It's a minute of your life, going 100 kilometres an hour down the mountain. Hopefully it's not your last minute.
Then it's head-to-head in the slalom.
I like speed and I like racing.
It's going to be very exciting.
And with a double elimination, it's anybody's game. Who will make the final?
Well, we are live from Austria. Welcome to the Jump semi-final! Last time, Anthea, Richie, Steve and Kimberly all jumped for survival, but our pussycat didn't quite land on her feet and sadly ran out of lives. Now there are just 6 contestants left, all desperate for a place in tomorrow's live final. One of them will be crowned champion of the Jump 2014, and they'll leave with glory in their hearts and our magnificent cowbell trophy in their luggage. All he did was ring a bell. This was so exciting. Tonight, we've stepped things up for our semi-finalists as they face not one, but 2 punishing winter sports. First, it's a fast and furious test of pace as they take on speed skiing. Then, they'll pair off and race 1 against 1 in a grueling slalom. 3 of them will face the most terrifying elimination on TV, the jump. So the K15's been locked down, so now there are just 2 larger jumps to choose from. We have the K24, which is a real stomach churner. And then there is the Jump of Heroes, that whopping K40. Tonight, 3 of our celebrities are going to face the jump. One of those 3 will leave immediately. The other 2 will then jump again for a place in the final. They've shed blood, sweat and tears in pursuit of ultimate alpine glory. Let's take a look at what the final means to them.
I've done all these amazing things and faced fear right in the eyes and just gone, you know what, I'm going to do it. I ache all over. I'm a broken man, but I'm still here. I can smell the final. I can hear the cowbell. I want it now.
I really want to be in the final tomorrow night. It would be an absolutely incredible achievement. I feel like I've progressed a lot.
Joey's doing great now.
I have that fiery belly. I want to make it right till the end.
I can't believe it, really. 1 event away from the final. I've had to do a lot of work.
How do you get better?
Come on, we've got to have at least 1 girl in the final.
I've worked hard coming all this way, all this effort. It's about competing against myself.
Very good start.
Being the best I can be.
Good stuff, Sir Steve.
If I'm going to go out, let's go out with a bit of glory, a bit of pride.
I can't really believe I've survived half the crashes I've done.
I think at the moment I am Ireland's leading ski jumper. To be the winner of the first jump, who wouldn't want to crave that? I certainly do.
For me to have got this far is pretty amazing.
A bit high there.
I've worked really, really hard at this, and I want to get to the final, and I want to represent myself the best I can. I'm getting in the final. I'll give it everything I've got.
So tonight, as a reward for getting to the semi-final, we're making our celebrities face 2 winter sports, and for the first time it is a double elimination with 2 contestants leaving the competition tonight. The first event, it's speed skiing, and here's performance director Graham Bell to tell us all about it.
Speed skiing is like drag racing on skis. When people first see a speed skiing course, they cannot believe the steepness. It just looks like a cliff. Speed skiing is the fastest ski discipline, but it's also the fastest non-powered land-based sport. 155 miles an hour is the world record. That is quicker than a skydiver in a free-fall position. To achieve that speed, it's all about aerodynamics. Skin-tight suit and a helmet that will fare down onto your shoulders as well, and that will all reduce the drag. A good aerodynamic tuck is key, and that means getting the right body position. Ideally, you've got a flat back, your knees are rammed into your armpits, your hands pulled up towards your face. You can hold that position maybe for about a minute. Luckily, speed skiing's over much quicker than that. Stopping is the most dangerous thing. When you break tuck, it really can throw you off. Another risk is catching an edge. It can put them on the floor in less than a millisecond, just ragdolling down the mountain. That is properly scary. This is one of the more dangerous sports. It's a mental game to be able to go from standing upright to jumping and engaging tuck, and then hold, no fear, till you hit that timing line and then stop safely.
Safely. I mean, he makes it sound so easy, doesn't he? Here's how tonight works. Our celebrities have all raced in a speed skiing time trial. Where they've finished in that event is vital. It determines who they're going to take on in tonight's second event, the slalom face-off, where the fastest speed skier will face the slowest. So as you can see up there, that would mean the person in first place would race against the person in sixth place. If there's anybody out there who doesn't watch a lot of sports, it is just the way that seeding works. So the person in second place will face the person in fifth, and the person in third takes on the person in fourth. So the loser from each race will then jump for survival. 2 of them are going to leave the competition tonight. So let's get things started with our first celebrity speed skiing time trial. He's our Big Mac, but tonight's challenge is a whopper.
Speed skiing is so dangerous that before they hit the slopes, our celebrities have come to a wind tunnel where they can experience being in that tuck position with the wind hitting them at high speeds.
We're going to blast wind at you at 66 miles an hour. Give you an idea of what you're going to do.
It's a very unnatural position unless you're in the toilet with constipation.
My amply fueled beer belly apparently was quite aerodynamic. So was the shape like that? Was that
Very good shape.
All that beer has basically given me some bizarre, preposterous genetic advantage.
I like speed, and I'll throw myself into it, but if we're searching for a technical term, I'd say I'm accident prone. So the consequences if I crash will be pretty catastrophic, but you know, it's going to be very exciting.
Hold on, come on, into position now! He's got the guts, he's got a good position. Can he be a contender? Yeah, 100%.
You don't need to be fit, you don't need to be slim, just need to keep it brave. This is the event made for me.
He's a loon.
Welcome to Kutai for the speed skiing event. It's the fastest non-motorised sport on land, and it's certainly not one for the faint-hearted.
Come on, buddy, come on!
A specially designed helmet, bent ski poles and foam fairing ought to help them be more aerodynamic on the slope. He's meant to jump into the start and get quickly into the tuck, and he didn't really quite achieve that. He's coming down towards the point where the speed gun fires, and he hits 110.33 and now has the problem of stopping. Oh, he's got a bit of a reputation for being a bit kamikaze, and he only just brings it to a halt.
I love that Barry calling you a little bit kamikaze. We're stopping a bit of an issue with that event.
You know, you're going faster than, you know, nearly the speed limit. I'm kind of just advanced from being a novice skier. It was really difficult. I nearly took Graham out, actually.
Did you? So look, as we know everybody's speeds for the speed skiing time trial, I can tell you that Donal finished 4th in the speed skiing with a top speed of 110.33 kilometres per hour. So that means that he will compete in the next event against the person who finished 3rd. But who is that?
And that's it! I am quite behind in this event because some of the other guys had some training a couple of weeks back. I really don't have a lot of time.
Fantastic, get into position quickly! He's turned up here, had no training, and he's been thrown right in the deep end. And he's trying to get himself up there with the big guys. So we need to work on him, get that technique and get it polished as fast as we possibly can. Next one with the back one, get the skis, that's it! Excellent!
It's quite scary knowing that you can't just turn and slow yourself down. Once you start, you're hurtling down a mountain at about 70 miles an hour. I felt like my back was going to snap. But apparently that's how it's supposed to be, so...
Drop your bump. Right. Push the hands forward. There. He's really applying himself. He listens to everything you've got to say, and I think he's going to give some of the more established people a bit of a fright. And go! That's better! Absolutely brilliant. He's going to give them a shock.
Next, Joe McElderry.
I'm not really a fan of speed, but I'm going to have to get a good time. I want to be in the jump.
It's all about getting His position quickly on the fourth green light. Away he goes. Not a great start. He didn't really spring into action to give him as much power as he could find. He's nice and low. He looks a little bit faster than Donald coming down towards the point where the speed is measured. Yes, he is. It's a little quicker, 111.01. Both men came in late to the competition, and it's Joe who's triumphed when it counts.
I mean, for somebody that didn't have quite as much training as perhaps others, you must have been pretty pleased with that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really know what was kind of good and bad, so I kind of didn't have anything to work from because I missed the training, but I'm pleased with that score.
You should be. Yeah. That's a crazy speed. So Joe finished third with a top speed of 111.01 kph. So that means it is Donald versus Joe in our first slalom face-off. The winner goes straight through to tomorrow night's final. The loser will jump for survival. The McIntyre-McKeldry match is on. It's race time. Oh.
You join us here in Kutai, in the snow, on the slalom course. It's semi-final day, and our celebrities will be racing in pairs over a best-of-3 race format. So they need to win 2 to avoid the jump. The winner goes straight through to our final tomorrow. They have to negotiate their way through 15 gates and win 2 of the 3 races. First up, we have Joe McKeldry taking on Donald McIntyre. Joe won the jump-off between them right at the start of the competition and has subsequently beaten Donald 3 times. Could it be Donald's day today?
Oh, mama! Bring it on! Go now!
Fighting talk from Joe there, and here we go on our first race.
Set!
Donald red, Joe blue, and Joe's whizzed out of the start. But any mistake could cost him if he gets overconfident. But he's looking good so far. Oops, a little wobble from Donald. Almost lost it. Just look at the aggressive line from Joe. Donald slightly wider, which is costing him a lot. That's it, Joe crosses the line with the gap he made at the start just too big for Donald to close. First blood to Joe, but it isn't all over yet. Can Donald come back in the second race? Best of 3, so if Joe wins this next race, he's in the final. And it will be all over for Donald. He'll be facing the jump tonight.
I was toying with him. Yeah, I was playing with him.
Psych us out. Yeah. I'm nervous now because this could be the one that kind of means I don't have to jump. So the pressure's on now. The pressure is out.
The pressure certainly is on. Donald is gritting his teeth. He's looking ready. And off they go. Donald needs a good start, and that's much, much better. Oh, this is tight. Neck and neck into the gate, and Donald doing well. But there's a sudden surge of speed from Joe. Just look at him go. Marvellous piece of skiing from Joe as he races ahead. Donald trying his best on his edges. Can he catch him? I don't think he can. Joe clears the finish, and Donald is beaten very comfortably indeed by a very good skier. Oh, what a wonderful finish.
So is that my winning prize?
Big hug! Prize! Get the hug from me.
So there we have it. The prize of a hug means that Joe is in the final and Donald goes to the jump. Well, Joe really attacked the lower part of the course. He makes it look easy. He crosses the finishing line and stops and suddenly finds he has some company.
I went as fast as I can, or as long as I could, but the bullet just kept flying.
You were ahead at the start.
For about a millisecond.
It's the first time I've ever been hugged by a ski and a pole.
Congratulations, by the way. But you know what's hit me watching that is how much fun you guys have been having, even though you're competing against each other. I mean, Donald, you're laughing your head off.
We've had a giggle all the way through, and in the end we had a snow hug.
We did.
It looked amazing. Now you've just come in at this late stage, and you're just good at everything.
I think it's kind of helped that I haven't had time to psychologically think about it, because I've literally been thrown down a mountain, thrown down an ice track, everything, and I haven't had time to think about it, so it's kind of worked in a way.
And, yeah, Steve wants you to stop thinking about it right now. And Donald, we know that you are completely fearless. You throw yourself at everything with such attack. You're jumping tonight. How's that going to help you?
Well, I think, I've just do what I've always done, which is just go to full throttle and see what happens.
I bet your missus is so worried about you on this show.
Well, I don't know. She's seen me go through it all before.
Oh, dear. So, Donald, off you go. You go get ready. Round of applause for Donald. Well done, mate. Well done. So, Donald's the first celebrity jumping for survival tonight, and he's going to be doing it right after the break. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Jump semi-final. We are live in Austria. Before the break, Joe and Donal went head-to-head in the slalom face-off. Donal lost and must now jump to save his place in the competition. He is jumping the K24, the medium jump. He's ready at the top. Barry Davis and Eddie Edwards are in the commentary box.
And here he is. Is this to be his last moment in the competition? Or is this to be the path to a place in the final? He has to set a target for the others. He's achieved 13.5 before, which is the second best legitimate jump. And chatting to him a moment ago, he was very positive. Believes there could be 15 there. But Eddie is going to have to push a bit more at the end of the run, as it were.
Really needs to explode on that takeoff.
Can he do it?
Well, Donna's always been one of the most aggressive on the takeoff. His position is really quite good. He's a little bit lower, and he really seemed to put some effort into that landing, into that takeoff. Good flight through the air and a good solid landing.
He clearly was very pleased with it, and very interesting to see the big smile on the face of Joe. I think he thought it was very good too. And in a minute we're going to find out, but it certainly, from our angle, looked his best yet.
I mean, that looked like a brilliantly executed jump. How did it feel?
I felt like the best jump I've ever done.
So the best jump you've ever done so far is 13.5.
Yeah.
So have you beaten that? The results are in. Yes! Oh my goodness! The biggest jump of the series, 15.5 metres. That is absolutely amazing. How'd you feel?
Well, I'm flabbergasted. I just want to thank James Lambert, our trainer. He's lifted us up to places and skies we never deserved to be, so thank you, James.
Well done you. You put the effort in. Donal, you'll need somebody to record a smaller jump or you will be eliminated tonight, but that is an amazing benchmark you've set there. Congratulations. Donal, everyone! Yay! Of course, there can be only one winner of the jump, but we wanted to honour some of the special contributions our celebrities have made to the series. Alex has been hard at work, so here they are, the Oscars of Austria, the BAFTAs of the bobsleigh. Welcome to the Brooker Prize.
Thank you, Davina. As you can imagine, this is going to be the most highbrow of awards dues, with a dress code of Alpine chav and little cowbells to give out. It is the Brooker Prize, and our first award is for Best Comedy. Okay. So, congratulations, Melinda. I'll get my assistant to hand over. It
gets better and better, doesn't it? That BT is so amazing. I love that BT.
I love the way that you kind of just open out your hands.
I just accepted it. I just accepted that fence was coming. What am I doing about it? Enjoy it.
The next Brooker Prize is for Best Tactician.
All right, Steve here. Time, please.
Hi, Steve. Your speed was 96.26.
That's the fastest time I've heard so far. Still Nicky to come down. Nicky here, what's the time?
Hi, Nicky. Your speed was 96.51.
Brilliant tactics. Steve, I can't tell you how much it embarrasses me to award a man who's been knighted and had 5 gold medals with a bell that doesn't even ring, but you do get a prize. Yeah, I mean, this really is cheap tact.
My bell doesn't have a ring.
Congratulations.
OK, this category recognises a unique approach to the tournament. It's the Brooker Prize for Best Rocky Impression.
Come on!
Here we go.
Let's have it! Let me out. Let's have it. Come on! There you go, Richie. Alex, thank you. I mean, I think that Rocky IV would have been a very different film if Rocky had said to Ivan Drago, let's have it.
Yeah, exactly. Should have been like that.
This Brooker Prize is for the most insightful comment.
So it's the first time I've ever been on a mountain with snow on. I've been on a mountain, but it ain't got no snow. It's all mountains got snow though. Hey, it's all mountains got snow. No.
There was only ever going to be one winner of this. I mean, even Plato had his critics, didn't he? So too hard on yourself.
Thank you, Alex. OK, time for our next speed skiing time trial. It's our boy band member, but will he say "take that" to the others when he's in sync with his skis, or will he feel blue if he goes in one direction out of the competition? JLS!
Beautiful day for speed skiing.
I've no idea what the fastest I've skied is, but I can guarantee I'll be skiing the fastest I've ever skied today. I'm bricking it.
This little thing in here called your mind starts to go, oh my God, what the hell am I doing? 4 weeks ago, the guy couldn't ski. To put him down a hill, do 60 miles an hour. Good on him. Try and bring the skis round people.
In speed skiing, you start side on to the slope and you have to jump explosively down the mountain, rotating your skis through 90 degrees as you go. So nailing this start technique will really help him propel himself down the track.
Go! Get into position, wider!
Weight will draw you down the mountain quicker.
Come on, keep them apart!
So, being one of the lighter guys, it's really important for me to get really tucked up as small as I can.
Crank your head back. That's it.
So that I punch a smaller hole through the air.
I'm ready, come on! He's not frightened to put it on the line. You know, when that flag drops and it's going to count, Richie will make it work.
Here we go!
Right, come on, get on the top of them!
It's only a minute of your life, going 100 kilometres an hour down the mountain. Hopefully it's not your last minute.
Richie Rocket is up next. He flew around the sliding centre in the skeleton. He's for sure not afraid of speed. Can he do it again on the slope? Good view there of the foam covering of the legs. Now the space helmet. Needs to get a good start and get into a good tuck quickly. He didn't do a jump start at all, and that will cost him speed. Can he get a good aerodynamic position? Might be a little bit lower, to tell the truth. Look at the speedometer whiz by. Coming towards the point. 110.23 kph, so it's just over 68 miles per hour. And I'm sure he's going to be very pleased with that.
68 miles an hour.
That's almost the speed limit.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, you came in really to this competition as the underdog with no skiing experience a few months ago. So just tell me a little bit about your journey. What's it gonna be?
Yeah, I mean, basically, you know, I started skiing at the start of January, and I was speed skiing after about a week. So, you know, I've just had to give 100%, and, you know, if you're not used to skiing fast, it's scary.
Oh, it's terrifying. I mean, I think even if you're used to skiing, something like that's terrifying. But for a novice...
Yeah, totally. You know, I've just had to sort of switch off the fear mode and just go, OK, go.
And there's a lot of psyching, which is the Rocky thing.
Exactly.
Come on,
yeah, come on. Eye the tiger.
So,
Eye the tiger.
I can reveal our boy from 5 finished his speed skiing time trial in... 5th! Go figure.
All right, that's OK. That's all right.
He has a top speed of 110.23 kph. That means he'll compete in the next event against the person who finished second. So we can find out who that is after the break. What? You caught me kissing. I was blowing a kiss to Laura. Welcome back to the Jump semi-final. We're live in Austria. Before the break, Richie's speed skiing time trial put him in 5th position on the leaderboard. Now, he'll complete the next event against the person who came second. So let's have a look and see who it is.
Speed skiing is pretty exciting. It's dangerous, it's fast, but that's not really what speed skiing is about.
It reminds me of when I used to dance in a club called Dash Toolbox. Father of 2, but no evidence.
I'm going to be honest, when I first saw the latex, I was immediately excited by it.
We're cooking a banana.
What? I know, it doesn't matter how I know, but I know that stuff's expensive.
Between us, we've actually got 5 gold medals at the Olympics, between the two of us. So...
Marcus likes to play the joker. However, today he suddenly realises this is not a joke anymore.
You know, I do like going fast, but that scares the living daylights out of me.
I'm nervous, mate, I'll be honest. It does scare me.
This is not just point and go, this is point and screw your courage to the sticking place.
Drop that head and drop your shoulder!
Felt like I was going really fast. I would estimate between 800 and maybe up to 1,000 miles per hour. My way of getting through all of these things that scare me is by being silly and having a laugh with it, you know? That's a little harder to do with this.
And the next to go. is Marcus, and he definitely isn't laughing now.
Any thoughts? Just trying to stay very mellow. Yeah, that's it. Nice and calm.
Looks very calm too. Can Marcus win through and keep his clean record of not having to face the jump? Good opening, getting into a good tuck position. If he can hold that, not let anything move around. Just one or two slight adjustments he's making. It's going to be a good speed, but will it be faster than Richie's? Yes, it is, 111.56. And once again, Marcus has done well, and as yet has never faced the jump.
Do you know what, Marcus? I thought you looked uncharacteristically serious at the beginning of that.
I was. I took that seriously because I did one run where I was messing around. I was like, yay! Oh my God! That's bracing. That is a diverting activity.
And you went very, very fast. Marcus finished his second with a top speed of 111.56 kph. So, Richie versus Marcus. One of them will definitely grace the final with their manliness. The other will jump for survival. It's race time.
Welcome back to Q-Tie. Up next, it's the comedian Marcus Brigstock against Richie Neville, the singer.
Better bring your A game.
Like I have another game. Well, I've got Cluedo.
I heard you're a bit of an Uno man.
I love Uno.
Yeah.
I love Uno.
Yeah.
After
We'll
this,
have a game
let's play
afterwards.
Uno. And I'll beat you at that as well!
Richie is the only novice skier left in the competition, so Marcus is certainly the favourite going into this race. Can Marcus win through and keep his clean record of not yet being in the jump?
Set.
Richie's arms shaking like a leaf at the top. And Richie slightly quicker out of the gaze, and it's really a question of health or leather for him or nothing. It's pretty even. It's very tight, and who'd have thought it? Richie the novice is keeping up with Marcus. Hardly a hair's breadth between them. It's neck and neck. Good skiing by both. It's quite tight at the finish. But Marcus just takes it. Why a whisker.
What happened?
I think you tipped me.
Pretty close, man. Pretty close.
It's the best of three, and with Marcus winning the first run, Richie needs to give it everything to avoid the jump in this second one. If Marcus wins this one, then Richie will join Donald in the jump tonight. Marcus a little slow out of the gate, and Richie certainly attacking it more this time. Oh no! Oh, he caught his ski on the third gate, and Marcus just has to complete the course. What a way. He was obviously trying to give it his all, Richie. Oh dear, what a disconsolate figure. And Marcus wins without problem.
Oh man, that's not right. Richie only learned to ski a few weeks ago. First run down here, he gave me the hardest race I could possibly have. I'm gutted for him.
Tension didn't show this time. There was more real determination from Richie. Round the first gate, round the second gate, came into the third and just went straight into it, to tell the truth. And then for good measure hit the next one as well. Poor fella, very, very disappointing, but he was doing what he had to do. He had to attack the hill more, and it cost him everything.
Oh, unbelievable. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm so gutted. I'm so gutted. Oh, to go out, hitting a gate and wiping out like that is... I'm actually quite devastated, I must admit. I really am. So, anyway.
Do you know what, Richie? I think I speak for everyone, the whole crew, all your fellow competitors, even Marcus, who wanted to win. We were all gutted. What was that like?
Oh, like proper wounded. I can't even tell you. I've stewed on it. I even snapped at one of production because they were trying to kick me around. I was like, don't worry, I'm just going in the dressing room. I was
But
really,
I think
really
especially
gutted.
after a first run like that, where literally I think Marcus was very surprised at how fast you were.
That's why I put that bit of wood on the red course. I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done it. I do feel bad about it now.
Sabotage,
But it worked.
But your banter before the race was very, very funny.
Yeah, they didn't play all of it either.
Our trash talk went dark.
Yeah, it did.
Really dark.
OK, well, Richie, I'm afraid you know that means that you will be facing the jump. You've been here before.
I have indeed.
Can you do enough to get through to the final?
We'll see, won't we?
We will. Off you go, Richie. Good luck.
Thank you.
OK, so you are through to the final.
No jumping for me,
no
Davina.
Jumping for you. And the good news just keeps coming.
So, after that first part, I'm sure you're all thinking, I really hope there are more Brooker prizes. Well, luckily, there are. And the next one is for the most positive outlook.
I figured the jump out. I'm doing something terrifying in order to avoid being made to do something terrifying, so that I'll be allowed to do something terrifying. Brilliant.
Next, the Brooker Prize for intimidating flexibility.
Her flexibility is just incredible, and the position she can get her body into would make any professional speed skier very proud. Oh, good. Jesus.
That's a good touch.
Well, there you go, Marcus.
Oh, it is a mistake to make. But...
You got an award for the most positive outlook.
Yeah.
You
weren't here, but
I'm sure you are flexible, my good man.
No, you didn't get the flexibility.
This is for the most positive outlook about the terrifyingness of the jump. Reminds me of my outlook when I was with my ex. I hope they're watching. Yes, and Kimberly, where is she? I had many responses to this award, but none of which were cleared by the Channel 4 lawyers. So there's your award. I'm just going to leave you alone.
Kimberly, amazing. Very special Brooker Prize now. It's the Faceplant Award.
I get knocked down.
Have you stopped?
There you go, Dan. I'm sure you expected this award.
I did.
There were a lot of balls to choose from, but we didn't have that much time in the
The bell don't even work.
I know,
And the runner-up is Nikki.
There you go, Nikki.
Spectacular Faceplant. Let's take a look at Nikki's. That literally was Faceplant.
That one did hurt. I'd like to say that I did have some good ones.
It's like the final scenes of Scarface, wasn't it?
I'd like to also say that I'm awarding a Brooker Prize to Alex for smelling so good. You're smelling so good tonight. Nice.
It's also the prize that the viewers can least relate to.
Yeah, but I can...
Schnitzel for men.
Yes, that's what it is. So, Richie will be jumping for survival, and it's coming up right after break. Don't you go anywhere. Welcome back to the Jump semi-final. We are live in Austria. So before the break, Marcus and Richie went head-to-head in the slalom face-off. Richie lost and now faces the jump to stay in the competition. He's jumping the K24 and he is ready at the top.
And really, alongside his Brooker Prize, he surely deserves the prize of the most improved winter sports performer of this year 2014 so far. I can tell you that in his last warm-up jump, he achieved 15 metres. Just 5 short. And his target set by Donald.
That does look a very promising jump. Richie set himself very well. He could have been a little bit lower. He did put a little bit more explosiveness in that takeoff. Flying through the air was a little bit unpredictable, but otherwise a very solid landing.
Well, I tell you what, this attempt to avoid not making the final from both our performers so far has brought out the best in them.
So, Richie, I know Donald just said, oh, I think that was further than mine. What did it feel like?
Donald did us proud, let me tell you. We are like best buddies. We're training buddies, and I'm so happy for Donald's jump tonight. I've got to say that.
And you got 11.5 the last time you jumped.
I did. It was a bit of a whimper.
Have you beaten yourself, and have you, more importantly, beaten Donald? Let's have a look. The results are in. You need to beat 15.5. We're going to lose him down the slope. Very happy with that. A new series record, 16 metres. You were right, Donal.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
I think it was a great jump, fabulous jump. And,
OK, whoever jumps next needs to jump less than you. OK, so, well done, Richie. Over to Alex.
It's the awards do that I am proud to put my name to. But yes, incredibly, there are more Brooker prizes to give out. And this one is for the best running commentary.
Enjoying yourself there. I loved it. When can I do it again? Give us another rerun. Where's it going to end?
I wouldn't want to watch a horror film with you. There you go.
Now it's time for the Booker Prize Walk of Shame Award.
And away goes Donal McIntyre. Push, 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 push. Really determined. And he's made the hop onto the stand. No, he hasn't. No! Oh, dear, oh, dear.
Can I still catch you?
I'm not the best person with dexterity for handing out these awards. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I love it. There's like a moment where do you actually consider running after it?
Yeah, come back.
Come back. Terrifying.
The penultimate Brooker Prize is the Torville and Dean Award.
It's not forwards backwards, not side to side, but a bit more diagonal, a bit more relaxed.
A nice fashion accessory for you.
Stylish.
This is so catchy.
It's so now.
Yeah, it's so now.
That award could have been for the best plaster cast award. I mean, I used to have phalluses drawn on mine when I was younger.
How to look good broken?
I went to an all-boys school, don't ask.
And finally, yes, darling.
Sorry.
No, carry on. Sunita, you
You're
want to speak? I mean, you know, we are in the middle of a live TV programme, but carry on.
This isn't pre-recorded, Sunita. I wish it was.
I don't see any more bells.
Well, just wait a minute.
Dun, 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 dun.
Shall I carry on?
Yeah, I think we should carry on.
And finally, it's the Brooker Prize for speed awareness.
Speed awareness.
Okay. Oh! Okay, that's fast. That's really fast. Okay, make it stop. I think I was about 66 miles per hour.
Today?
Don't you think?
You were 15.
15.
Here is your
Hang on a minute, I haven't got one. It was coming, Snitch, we would never forget you. Anyway, Alex.
I mean, it's like the way it's like my mum has that approach to driving, where she'll think she's going faster and she's not.
White knuckles.
And people are beeping at her all the time.
So, Alex, thank you very much. That was amazing.
I mean, it was great television. It's going to win
amazing.
BAFTAs.
It's BAFTA award-winning. Throughout history, there have been some truly great sporting contests. We've had Ali versus Fraser, Borg versus McEnroe, but this one beats them all. It's the person who finished first in the speed skiing time trial versus the person who finished last. That is right. I don't know. It's Steve Redgrave. Versus Anthea Turner. Let's look at this event that brought us to this monumental battle.
It does look steep. It doesn't look pleasant.
What's your bump?
I'm just going to take my contact lenses out, stick my head down and go. And face my biggest fear, which is speed.
Anthea Turner was frightened of speed. She turned that in his head completely. Absolutely flying. Just flying.
Never, ever did I think I'd go that fast. It's just exhilarating.
21.35.
Apparently that's like 55 miles an hour. That's pretty fast.
She wants to go fast. She's going well.
I love it. Absolutely love it.
Really beautiful setting. And here in her yellow suit and looking good through the visor is Anthea. Let's see what she can do. The ice wasn't her friend yesterday. Will the snow be today? She's off and running. Into the tuck, a little bit of movement on her left ski. And she's now in a good position. That speedometer is ticking away, but is it going quickly enough? And it's 108.83. Well, that's 67 miles an hour, which is just short of the speed limit on the motorway.
This is one I know that I should be quicker than anybody else. Going straight down a hill, the heaviest guy's got to win.
Oh, Jesus. You have to be flexible. The fact he can't get into position. Down, Steve, lower! His arse is still too high. Doesn't allow him to use his advantage, which is his size and his power. That'll be Steve's downfall.
Go! I don't mind speed. Speed's always been my thing. I'm actually not scared of this one.
Hi, Steve. Your speed was 96.26.
I think Steve is the most competitive. He's literally trying to pump the skis to accelerate down the slope.
He's also quite sneaky.
Nicky here, what's the time?
Hi, Nicky. Your speed was 96.51.
Found out he's been coming up here in the quiet and taking some runs.
The bullshit stops as you point the skis down the hill. Physically, I can't bend any more than I am. I will grit my teeth, fingers crossed that I'm not in the bottom two.
Bring it on, Redgrave.
Anytime, mate. Anytime.
Our final and also our tallest contestant of the day is Sir Steve Redgrave. He thinks the heaviest guy is going to win. Time now to put that to the test.
Get as low as I can and go as fast as I can. Correct. Is there anything else?
That's it. Stay on your feet.
A few last-minute words of advice from Coach Miller, but nothing that the big man doesn't already know. A powerful start for Steve there, but he's struggling to get down as low as Anthea, but that's no surprise. He's always knew that his flexibility could be his downfall, but his weight may well make up for it. Oh, he's clocked an absolutely massive speed, 114.17 kilometers per hour. And once again, Sir Steve Redgrave finds himself at the top of the leaderboard.
So Anthea finished sixth with a top speed of 108.83, which put you at the bottom of the leaderboard. But I've got to say something. I'm calling you Anthea Turnaround because fear of speed, I don't think so.
Not now.
Not anymore.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of amazing because you came into this competition genuinely petrified of going fast, and now look.
I know, look what the jump has done to me. It's fabulous.
Been quite proud of that. Steve, you are at the top of the leaderboard with that remarkable speed of 114.17 kph. But you always knew that your height and your weight was going to be an advantage, didn't you?
Well, I didn't think my height was going to be an advantage, but I felt my weight was...
But the general sort of size of you, man-mountain you.
For years, I've been eating 7,000 calories per day.
And now it's paid off.
For this event. But I must say, with the training, the training day that we had, is that my best moment the whole time is that when Nicky came down and he beat me on one of the runs, well, all the runs that we did, and it was just absolutely fantastic. It was the first, because all the events we've been doing, we haven't been giving our times, our speeds.
Is that why you were trying to get his time?
That's why I was radioing through. And he beat me again on that one. But he was just so excited. A hairdresser has been an Olympic gold medalist. That was just funny. It was just so fantastic.
And just very quickly, how are your ribs?
Ribs are fine. That's very painful on Friday night.
Okay, I was a bit worried about you. Okay, good.
Fine now.
So, five-time Olympian versus Anthea Turner. The loser will jump for their place in the final. Let's see what happened when they went head-to-head earlier today in a contest that I, for one, never thought I'd see. It's race time.
Welcome back for the final time to Kutai on the slalom course. Up next, we have Sir Steve Redgrave against Anthea Turner.
Race well.
Yeah.
Green banana.
10 seconds, guys.
I am that slippy banana. I feel like a bit of a daiquiri.
Ready, set,
and...
15 gates and off they go. Can Anthea keep up with our Olympian? Oh, she's clipped that second gate. That's really going to cost her. Disastrous start. Steve is edging easily, about half a gate ahead. But Anthea battling back now. He can't take it too easily. She's closing up a little bit, but Sir Steve Redgrave wins the first of the three possible races between the two of them.
Did you hit a gate?
I did with my hands.
Oh,
She's quite right, Anthea. It all went wrong for her right at the top when she clipped the second gate. When you make a mistake like that so early, there's little chance you can come back from it. But she has another chance in the next race. Let's hope this time she gets a clean run. If she does that again, she'll be facing the jump.
Ready, set,
and...
they're off.
Red gates now for Anthea, and no embracing required, but Steve is away. on the blue course. But just taking it reasonably comfortably, but Anthea's coming back a bit. She's level with him. It's neck and neck. Anthea giving it more of a go on this one, there's no doubt about that. But Steve is still going to win it as he comes to the finish, but a better run by Anthea then. Just for a moment she suggested she might cause an upset. But Steve is the clear winner and is the last of our competitors to go through to the final.
I thought she'd led me into a full sense of security after the first one. I thought the red gates were a little bit quicker, so I thought that I might have to dig a bit deeper. But she kept talking about this cup of tea that I've got to make her if I beat her, so she was snow-flying all the way down.
Anthea, does it hurt going into the gates? Because you were saying, oh, that really was painful.
Really, it's just like an elastic band hitting your arm, because of course I was going so fast.
So fast. And so, Steve, excuse me, were you trying your hardest on that?
This is the event that I really wanted to do well on. I've been looking forward to this all the time, and that was all I had.
You added another 3 turns in after the last gate.
Did I? I was enjoying it. I was enjoying it so much.
He is such a gentleman. But Anthea, I'm afraid.
I know.
You are facing the jump tonight, and what you've got to do is you've got to beat Donal's distance of 15.5 metres, which is quite a formidable jump to stay in the competition. It is quite a lot. So good luck with that.
2 great jumpers have gone before me.
They have.
I'm feeling a bit full play at the moment.
This should inspire you to jump as far as you can.
I'm going to go
You're ready. Coming up, will Anthea be the third? Well, no, Anthea will be the third celebrity jumping for survival. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the jump. We are live in Austria. Before the break, Steve and Anthea went head-to-head in the slalom face-off. Steve won and joins Joe and Marcus in tomorrow's final. Anthea lost and now faces the jump to stay in the competition. Either she or Donal will be eliminated after this jump. Anthea's jumping the K24 and is ready at the top.
A few bends to get rid of nerves and get herself psyched up for what's to come. In simple terms, she has to improve her best by 3 metres. Because her best is 13 metres. Each of the competitors in this jump have improved their personal bests. 15.5 to beat.
That was a steady jump by Anthea. She set herself very well off the bar, got into a very good inrun position. Not quite as much explosion at the takeoff, but otherwise it was a very steady jump. I think she'll be okay with that.
Well, I wouldn't be too surprised if this is the best jump that she's achieved.
Absolutely.
But whether it's enough, well, there's a lady down there who's been talking to us all evening, and she'll know the answer. Davina, it's all yours.
Thank you, Barry. Thank you, Barry. So, Anthea, you need a distance greater than Donal's 15.5 metre jump, which is a long way. Your best one so far was 13.
Yep.
So, what did you think?
I don't know, really. It's difficult. I felt like I flew, but for how long?
I liked your face at the top. You look quite sort of like content and happy.
I just thought, I'm going to enjoy this.
Savour it. Yes. So, one of you two, Donal or Anthea, will be leaving the competition. Now, the results are in. Anthea, you jumped. You need to beat 15.5. But your best jump so far.
My best jump! Yes!
So let's have a look at the leaderboards quickly here. We've got Richie with 16, an amazing jump, Donal with 15.5, and Anthea with 14, a personal best.
My personal best.
A way
Really
to
happy.
finish your time in the jump with a personal best. That's a good thing, isn't it? Well done, Anthea. That was really, really good. And we just wanted to remember your time on this show by showing you some fabulous highlights.
I'm the bullet. I'm being loaded into the gun.
Anthea may seem all smiles, but underneath there's a tenacity and fire.
Oh, it's amazing. How do you get better? Here's the next Olympics. Let me just think about this. Got 4 years. This has got to be the craziest thing I've ever done. be the jump. It's got to be facing all those fears, and I've said it to so many people, if you've come with any baggage, you can get rid of it up there.
Yeah, and I know you wanted to thank some
I do, and there's two people I really want to thank. Obviously, Warren Smith, because he made me ski fast.
He's our ski trainer.
And the other person, most importantly, is James Lambert. He is...
and what did he do for you?
He got me down that jump, and I just can't believe that I did it.
You've achieved things you didn't think were possible.
I absolutely did, so thank you very much, James Lambert. You've been amazing.
Yeah, everybody, Anthea Turner! So, sadly, Anthea leaves us, but tonight it is a double elimination. Donal and Richie, you guys are not safe yet. They will now have to jump for a second time to keep their place in the competition. And you're very close tonight so far. There's only half a metre in it. So good luck.
We're always close to being.
Very close. I can see that. It's really cute. One of them stays, one of them goes. Find out who after the break. Welcome back to the Jump semi-final. We're live in Austria where Donal and Richie, they're about to jump for their place in tomorrow night's live final, and here they are on their way up. There is just one place in the final left, and we've saved the toughest event to last. Here is what they're going to face if they get there.
I would love to win.
This is the hardest it'll ever be, so I'm give it everything I've got.
I'm pumped and ready for the final. The guys are going to be very careful.
Who'd have thought Specky me would get this far?
Winning is everything.
Ski cross is an action-packed adrenaline sport, racing head-to-head. A ski cross course is full of massive jumps, big banked corners called berms, sets of rollers, and then a huge kicker at the finish. Things that can go wrong. You could run too wide in the corner. You could fly too far off the jump.
There's Richie Neville, ladies and gentlemen.
You could catch an edge and crash. The list is as long as your arm. That adds to the excitement, but it also ramps up the danger level.
Maybe!
Ramping up the danger level. So, back to tonight. Donal is going to jump first. He's jumping the K24, the medium jump. He's ready at the top.
They're expectant at the bottom of the hill. They're probably both nervous at the top of the hill. He did so well last time. Personal best for him. He's got to do a personal best again. The Irishman, Donal, on his way.
Well, Donal just keeps getting better and better. That was a much better in-run. He really gave it some at the takeoff, and lovely and smooth through the air. I wouldn't be surprised if that is the best he's done all week. Fantastic.
Well, I talked to him beforehand about the actual lift here. And he's produced two jumps which have really been
exploding off that takeoff.
Exactly right.
Just put the car in park for a moment, because Donal delivered a jump with the whole skis pointing outwards.
I have no idea what I did, but I know that was the best I had in me. So whoever goes through, whatever Richie does, and whoever goes through certainly deserves it.
Well, I've got to say that Eddie and Barry up in the commentary box were really impressed with that jump. But have you done enough to stay in the competition? Your last jump was a PB for you, 15.5. Have you beaten that?
I think I have.
Let's have a look. The results are in. You haven't just beaten it, you've smashed it. A series record. 17.5, got to be proud of that.
Well, my first jump in the competition was 13.5 to 15.5, and now 17.5. So if I've been in the competition, I've got to go 19.5.
Oh.
We'll see.
We'll see. So Richie is now going to jump the K24, the same as you, the medium jump. He's ready at the top. He's got a big jump to beat.
Well, the jumping has been absolutely inspired this evening. They all wanted to be in the final. They have all done their best. Richie would probably have thought that his jump last time would be good enough if he could repeat it. But he's got a bet for it. He needs to do 18 meters to take a place in the final. Oh dear. Oh dear, that's a real shame. Once again, he went for it. He gave it his all. And he gets up smiling. But Dolan clearly is the winner. Davina, it's all yours.
Oh, Richie.
It's not my day, Davina.
Lost it completely at the takeoff there. I think he tried to put so much power into the takeoff, he lost the direction that he needed to go slightly forwards. He was falling back, and he kept falling further and further back, and consequently landing right on the back of his skis. It was all over.
So officially, sadly for you, a foul jump. But can I just say something, Richie? You have been an amazing competitor in this show. From not doing any skiing at all to just throwing yourself into everything, being an all-round, really, really lovely, lovely guy.
Thanks, Davina.
Let's have a look at some of your many, many highlights.
Go on, then.
How much skiing have you done?
0.
It's just not going to happen.
If there's anything that I can do to make it a little bit easier, that's why I asked the questions.
How high up?
And how close?
Richie has gone from someone who literally just could not ski to someone who has a fighting chance of being a contender. It's incredible.
Honestly, I think I speak for all of us when I say we're really sorry to see you go. You've been an absolutely brilliant competitor.
I've had an amazing time, Davina. Amazing. I said I'm going to come here, I'm going to give it 100%.
And you did.
It's exactly what I did. I'm proud of myself.
Absolutely.
Thanks for all the support, everyone at home.
So, very sadly, we say goodbye to Anthea and Richie tonight. Congratulations to Donal. Well done, mate. It's through the final. Through the final. Thank you so much to Eddie Edwards, Barry Davis, Graham Bell, and of course, where is he? Alex Brooker.
I'm just sliding down there.
We'll see you back here tomorrow night at 9 p.m. for the live final. Night night.